Hello and welcome back. This is going to be a general collective reading for all signs, anyone that is asking the question right now, why didn't they call me? So if you've been waiting on a phone call, whether this is work related, whether this is somebody that you met, somebody new, some relationship, if your question is, why didn't they call me? This is going to be the reading for you. We're going to have a look at why didn't they call. We're going to have a look at if they are going to call. And we're going to have a look at what you can do in the situation. Okay, so our first card here is the Seven of Swords. Swords indicative of mental energy. So the possible reason why they didn't call could be related to some kind of stress. It could be related to something that they had a lot of things on their mind. They may have had a lot of anxiety. They may have had a lot of stress going on. There may have been some kind of situation that they were too preoccupied and they were not able to prioritize what they needed to do. And this phone call to you may not have been on their top priority or their top priority. This could be a situation, for example, somebody may have been working a lot. They may have had a lot of demands that their boss or manager put on them, and they may have been in a situation that they could not make time to make that phone call. Seven of Swords also indicative of a tricky energy. We can see here there is essentially a thief that is stealing jewels from the castle. So this is sometimes a sneaky situation or a tricky situation that can come about, that sometimes it may not be possible to act. So there could have been some kind of situation that was tricky for this individual, hence the reason they could not make that phone call. Again, going back to a possible work situation, if they were in a predicament where they couldn't access a phone, where they couldn't access their phone, they couldn't make the call. This could also have to do with nervousness or anxiety in general. So quite possibly they didn't make the phone call because they may have been too nervous in general to make that first phone call or to make that phone call. This could be a situation, especially if it's the beginning of a relationship, they may not have called you back simply because they were too nervous. They were too nervous, they were too anxious. They may have really been stressed about that phone call, about making that phone call. Okay, so let's go ahead and have a look at if they're going to call. Okay, so our star card here is indicative of hope. So in general, we can say, in general, if we take the major arcana, major arcana cards usually indicate days. So when they are going to call, this could indicate 17 days. Obviously, depending on the situation you have with the person, depending on this person in general. But if we take the star card in general, it's going to be very hopeful. This is going to be a very good possibility that they are going to call you back. In fact, our star card does indicate yes. So it could have been a tricky situation. They may have got tied up doing something. They may really sincerely be nervous about calling you in general. But are they going to call you? Going off of our star card, the answer is going to be yes. They are going to make that phone call. And what can you do in the meantime? Okay, so in the meantime, we do have our Four of Swords. So Four of Swords is indicative of rest, recovery, recuperation. This is going to say essentially to continue to do what it is that you're doing. Rest, recover your strength, don't worry about it. Essentially, this is going to say put your mind to rest. So whatever this situation is, why didn't they call me? Are they going to call me? Four of Swords says Put your mind at ease. Put your mind at rest here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about if they're going to call you or not. If they said that they were going to call you, they're going to call you. Our star card is the confirmation of yes, that a phone call is going to be happening. It may not be on your timeline, but star card indicates yes. So in the meantime, what you can do is put your mind to rest in this situation. Waiting for this phone call. Don't worry about it. Take it easy. Take some rest. Take care of yourself here in this situation. Worry about what you need to worry about and put your mind at ease. So that is the overall message regarding the question, why didn't they call? Do let me know if you have questions or comments in the comment box below. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. Don't forget to like this video and check the links below for additional readings or personal readings, and have a good week.